welcome you to the third week of online learning primary threes. So far, for those ones who joined us the first week and second week, that is good. And now we are continuing from where we stopped. I call upon your maximum attention. Thank you. So today, in English, we are going to learn about the use of many and much. The use of many and much. The use of many and much. Here, I said many is used with countable nouns. With countable nouns. A noun is a name of anything. It's a name of anything. So here they're saying we shall use many with countable nouns. Those nouns which you can count. Those nouns which you can count by yourself. For example, I have here my boxes here. I can count that this is 1, 2. So I said boxes. I can say many boxes. So here, many is used with countable nouns, the ones you can count by yourself. Are we together? Are we together? Even pieces of chalk, I can count. 1, right? I have another 2 here, 3. I can count. So you use with many. Many is used with countable nouns. With countable nouns. For example, books. You can count books. So you say many books. Pens, you can count. Even though you have 10, you can count and say, I have 10 pens. 10 pens. So many is used with countable nouns. The ones you can count. Many pens, many books, many rulers, and so on, and so on. Good. So when here they're saying much, much here, we shall use much with uncountable nouns. With uncountable nouns. And uncountable nouns, these are nouns which you cannot count. For example, can you count water? No, you cannot count water. Can you count milk? No, you cannot count milk. What about salt? Can I bring salt and start counting 1, 2, 3? No, you cannot count also salt. So we have what we call uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns, those are nouns which you cannot count, which you cannot count. Are we together? Paraffin, you cannot count. Cooking oil, you cannot count. Therefore, those ones you use with much. Much paraffin. Much water. Much milk. You don't say many milk. Are we together? Many with countable nouns. With countable nouns. The ones you can count, but much with uncountable nouns, the ones you cannot count. And I've given you already some examples here. Salt you cannot count, milk you cannot count, water you cannot count, paraffin you cannot count, and so on, and so on. So those ones are called uncountable nouns, the ones you cannot count. Then the ones you can count are called countable nouns. Let's see examples here. Remember, we are using much and many. Much and many. And you put it in your head that much, don't forget, much is used with uncountable nouns. Many is used with countable nouns. You will never fail numbers concerning filling in much and many. We have here, examples are here. I have dash pens in my bag. I have dash pens in my bag. You first of all identify the noun being used there. Which noun? Is it countable or is uncountable? I have dash pens in my bag. Here, the area of interest is what? This noun here, the pens. Can you count pens? Can you be able to count pens? If you are able to count pens, I've said it falls under countable nouns, and therefore you use many. You use many. So here the answer will be, I have many pens in my bag. I have many pens in my bag. Are we together? Very well, like that. I have many pens in my bag. I once again repeat. Many is used with countable nouns. Those nouns you can count by yourself. Like here, pens, you can count. That's why we are saying, I have many pens in my bag. Number 2, example number 2 is saying, she put dash sugar in the tea. She put dash sugar in the tea. Identify the noun being used. The noun there being used is sugar. Is it? Now you go back to my explanation and see. Is sugar uncountable or uncountable? Can you count it? If you can count it, then it is uncountable. But if you cannot count it, it is uncountable. So sugar is uncountable. You cannot count. Can you count 3 sugar really? You cannot. It's uncountable. You cannot count sugar. Therefore, you use much. Much. She put much sugar in the tea. She put much sugar in the tea. Are we together? So here, if they have given you a noun which you cannot count, use much. The noun which you can count, use many. So here, the activity is going to be fill in the gaps with many or much. Like how I have been doing here, I have been just filling in many, then here much. So even though here in the activity, you are going to use these 2 words for today. That is to say many and much. Many and much. Filling for me, the activity is not here on your hard copy at school. I cannot write each and everything when you are going to pick that hard copy. I've already showed you the example and I have explained to you how to use much and many. Children of primary 3, I once again repeat, many is used with countable nouns. Countable nouns are those nouns you can count. Pens, books, tables you can count. So use many. Uncountable nouns are those nouns which you cannot count. Sugar, milk, salt, and so on. Water you cannot count. So use much. Let me hope in my activity, let me not see somebody fail in the activity, because I have tried to explain about the use of much and many. I expect good work come Monday. Are we together? Yes, I wish you a nice day until we meet. Remember to separate books. Don't combine subjects. If it is